You'll notice the bar on the bottom if you haven't played this before. It fills up slowly, just like many mana games. Except in this one, it's only when it's full will it do a special attack. Like on the chain, it swings out further. The sword, you fly across the screen, for examples. Oh, wow. Do we have a poison counter going? What is this, 4 or 5 now?
I don't know.
I think it's 5.
Actually, what I really want for this, what would really be appropriate for this game is a death counter. Yeah. Does someone want to start a death counter for me? Oh,
You haven't
0.
died. Yeah.
Yeah, 0
But
deaths so far,
when we
but
get
trust
to
me,
the-
that number is going to go up.
When we get to the Snuffleupagus corridors, it's not an elephant, it's a Snuffy.
Okay.
Wow. It looks like a pink, like a female
Yeah.
pink Snuffy.
Oh, congratulations. You found a key on this side of the locked door.
It's a key shop. We sell millions of keys. What's wrong? It's locked.
And whenever you hear that tink 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 sound, that means the game has decided that the enemy is immune to the attack that's hitting it. It's quite arbitrary. I think there's basically a random number generator in there that decides if this time the enemy is immune.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
like the red mage
That was a
just
lot.
put a ton of fireballs into that Hydra and it didn't take any damage.
Fire will come in handy a couple times in this run. Well, once for sure.
Yeah, once. I use it once. And there's my full inventory now, which is nice. So I
good
could
timing.
actually perform the wrong warp at this point, but there's no way I could beat the game without the girl, and you need some kind of companion to perform the second wrong warp. So it just makes sense to save the girl here. Use her as my companion. And, ooh, that came out wrong. And,
To give you a HC daily, remember this place for later.
yeah.
This can be a good or bad fight, depending.
Yeah, I mean, it's no threat, this fight. It's just, it can troll in humorous ways, or it can be super efficient. It's a marathon,
Which
so I
one
wonder
do you think
which it'll
you're
be.
getting? Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's, in the practice run that happened too, so.
So, yes, I contacted the werewolf, and when I took damage, it pushed me back into the sealed door, and the game felt it necessary to inform me that the door wasn't going to open. Thank you, game.
There's some enemies, just like the bubbles there, the, what do you want to call them? Clear ball, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, those
The
bouncing bubbles.
blobs, whatever. They some enemies you just can't kill, and those are some of them.
Yeah, until, well, if I used fire magic on them, I could kill them, but it's just not worth the time, the MP.
It'd be mouse
And-
butt.
So long, mouse butt. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh, go away. And yes, you can push enemies with your shield, which is quite nice.
Yeah, the shields in this game don't give you any defense power whatsoever. They just block particular things, like
Fireball, like higher level shields will block fireballs. Yeah, they allow you to push enemies, which is nice. Certain enemies, like I couldn't push that owl.
and we don't have to worry about filling the inventory anymore.
Namely because it's full. We just have to worry about keeping it full.
Yes.
You can step across those spikes, but you take a terrible amount of damage doing so. It's just not worth it in a marathon. Yep.
So we have a $36 donation once again from Janelle.
Ah,
For the last bid without anything yet, $5 for High Spirits as Rolfs in the opera,
Ooh.
and $26, for Spud as Maria in the opera. Otherwise, Essentia would have 2 roles. Gogo or Spud, you can do it, with the female voice acting, of course. And good morning from France, everyone. And we also have a $6 donation from Rini MT. It says, I think we need a repeat of last year's opera, and thus Puetzel as Ultras in the opera. Also, I'd just like to remind everyone that we can still donate for two bidding wars for this run and the next run. Right now, we have the option for you guys to get us to mute the game audio because, I mean, are you not tired of it yet? Really?
Oh no, the mute starts when we hit a certain part of the game.
You'll
Okay.
know.
You'll know when you want the audio muted for you.
Fair enough. And there's also, for the next game, Ys Origin by Railkun, a bidding war to determine which character he plays the game with. The Unica run is pretty straightforward and doesn't really have a whole lot of special tricks or skips. But not glitchiness, Railkun says, but it does have some skips. Whereas the Toll Run, I'm informed, is much more glitchy and interesting. So you may wish to... That is also true. The Unica run is longer by approximately half an hour. So if you want to see either of those in particular, you should get your donations in pretty soon.
Pick the longer one.
Was that some subliminal messaging there?
Yes, it was. Won't you think of this poor, helpless marathon organizer? We're running ahead of schedule. Please, won't you pick the longer Ys Origin story? And yeah, now we're just backtracking out with the girl. And then I'll have my companion. I have all the equipment I need to perform the wrong warp. Have almost everything I need to perform the second wrong warp. Though I'll need to get a drop at a later date.
The mouse butt. Poor mouse butt.
Quite dead.
Taking a beating.
Yep.
Is there Foxbutt in this game?
No, just mouse butt.
That's unfortunate because Foxbutt is cuter.
Yeah.
If I see Rini running through this door in a couple minutes.
Stupid blobs.
Or Nami catching a red-eye flight. I keep trying to look at the defense when you go to the menu. I can't. It's like his defense is sitting somewhere around 20 something. It's low, and
That's gonna hurt in just a few
it's
seconds.
really gonna suck when he wrong warps. He's gonna be
Oh, ow. This is a very bad vampire
vampires.
fight. It's kind of an unlucky one from his movement pattern, but it's also
Yeah.
poor execution.
Usually, if you can line up dead on with them, it's not such a bad fight because the chain always takes the bats out as they're coming.
Yeah, that was just bad execution.
And Wendell, which is a recurring town in the Mana series.
Yeah, I think we're going there.
But we won't see it. So, here we go. We're gonna set this up quick. That bottom row, he has to take out. Screen transition, face down, take it out. All of a sudden, we are significantly further along in the game. Skipping, I don't even want to guess, like
2/3 of the
10
game.
bosses?
Yeah. And everything is one-hit kill now.
So now, if he takes damage anywhere, he's dead because his defense is way too low. You can't kill the wolf heads. You can only kill the walruses. So now you have to try to avoid taking damage from one thing that you can't kill, sleeping the walruses, taking a multitude of shots to kill them.
Uh-oh. I didn't level when I killed it, so I don't get an MP refill.
Oh.
This is gonna be fun. I must be like 2 experience short of a level.
Yes.
Okay, so now I get to kill a walrus without sleep. Marathon fun. And I can honestly use the words, "That's never happened before." I have never killed 2 walruses without leveling.
This walrus. If you guys happen to notice, and good level up, when enemies are in the air, and you're gonna see a real jerk of one later on, there's no shadow, so you can't tell where they are.
Or where they're gonna land,
Or
yeah.
where they're gonna land. They could be jumping right on you, or they could be
Gosh.
jumping to the top of the screen. You don't even know. So really, you're just guessing, and it's a pain.
I'm hoping for 2 walruses and 1 wolf head.
Yeah, 2 is it's just a little too much to
Good
deal
enough.
with.
Ah, jeez. Can't decide what angle I want to be at to this guy. Good enough. And if you're wondering why I'm saving after like every time I kill something, it's because that's a crazy amount of experience I get from killing these things. But as you can see, it's somewhat fraught with danger. Oh.
The sleep spell is
So,
the duration of it is totally random.
and the chain, when you hit an enemy, can either push the enemy away or pull it towards you at random.
So you can see the fun in this part of it.
And the reason I'm killing so many walruses is they give the drop I need before I can do the second wrong warp. Or actually, sorry, the third wrong warp. The second wrong warp I have everything I need for. It's the third wrong warp I need the walruses drop.
Yes.
I don't like the 2 wolf's heads, but I like the position the walruses started in, which is why I went for this one.
Oh, that was nice of the wolf to go the right way.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't like 2 wolf's heads, but the starting position of these walruses was just too good.
Good timing on the level up. Okay, so you see he's starting to get, 33 defense. Still way too low. Especially when you get end game, you're gonna be...
Ho 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 ho!
Oh, here we go. So now you have to make room in your inventory to get that. And that one's extra special because instead of only using it once in the entire run, you may use it twice.
And let the
So now
bidding
it's
begin.
Listen to that,
We
huh?
warned you. We warned
Ah. You've heard the entire loop of the song, by the way. It just does that. So here's another intro. The second warp. I don't even know how to explain it.
You have to slide on the ice, and as you're sliding, enter a full-powered sword, like special move.
There we go. So now you need a full special bar and fire to kill the one enemy. Now you have to wait for the eye to get out of the way.
Because you cannot hurt that eye with any of the weapons or spells you currently have.
So here we go.
Oh
First.
no! Nope, not first try, unfortunately. I was too far north. I'm just stuck in the wall now.
The way this game works, it's kind of one big map instead of...
Well, 2 big maps,
Or, yeah.
actually. The overworld and then the dungeons.
all the dungeons are mapped to one tile set. Instead of so when you pull this and you transition the one screen, you actually end up in a completely different dungeon. And once again, you're significantly further along.
We must have some real masochists as viewers tonight that they have not paid to mute this yet.
Oh, I know.
I can't imagine how tired you are of this right now.
From all the times she's had to, listen to me practice Final Fantasy Adventure.
You already got to this music? Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention. I was on
Or did it hypnotize you?
I was chatting on chat, and I'm like, oh, geez, you already got to the good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Apparently it's not that
Good
bad
stuff.
if you can't even phase me.
Okay.
let's just get out of the way. No. What you were doing? No, bad eye. Ugh.
Eyeballs.
Troll.
I'm covering Flocka's ears.
Oh, I thank you. There's no reason Flocka should have to suffer.
Okay.
Ah. Better too late than too early, because if I do it too late, I can try again. If I do it too early, I have to reset.
Did that just lag it?
No. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Oh. Just too early. Like by a hair.
Apparently chat can barely hear it.
Oh, excuse me, could you please turn up the game stream?
Please turn it up.
It's like 6 notes. How can you?
I think that's pretty generous to say this is 6 notes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this was composed by a tone-deaf chimpanzee.
Oh, no, I was too late, so no worries. No harm, no foul.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. So now we are in the volcano, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
And so that's the second wrong warp, and now I'm going to do the third wrong warp.
This one is
Um,
excellent.
yeah,
If you look at the bottom of the map, or the screen right now, you see a staircase, and you would think that it's a transition to another screen below, but it's actually a warp tile at the bottom of the stairs. So what you can do here is...
Oh, I cast it just a hair too soon. Savable, but
Yes. So you want to turn an enemy into a snowman, push them down onto the warp tile so that you actually aren't on it yourself. And this is the other reason we need the girl, because you can use her to push your sprite through the snowman over the warp tile.
an actually screen transition south.
Yes, instead of warping at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh!
Oh.
Death number 1.
By the way, chat loves this song.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's not a single person who says it's bad.
Well, Flocka doesn't like it. He's hiding under the pillow.
Oh, this is perfect. So now he's just gonna mash down.
No, it's not perfect. No, it's not perfect.
Uh-oh.
Come
Left
on.
and right. Here we go. So now you're gonna see slowly transitioning over the snowman, and he's gonna wrong warp
running.
one screen down.
Ah, I'm really trying to run. Because those enemies can come down the stairs and kill me right where I'm standing.
Go, 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 go,
Oh my god, I have
Almost
like one
there.
more. Oh!
That's plus.
Well, they're gonna start racking up in the next.
go. That was rude.
Yes. Death.
This one's got a good shot at it.
Yeah. I'm liking this one a lot better. A lot fewer enemies.
Oh, look at him coming right at you. Girl, please.
Yes, please, girl. Down here. Down here. Oh, come on, because I can't transition through the snowman until she's down there. Yes, thank you.
Oh, here we go.
Come on already. This is ridiculous. Come on, one more step. One more step.
One more pixel.
There we go.
Okay, so now we're at the end of the game. And all of a sudden we're a Geminite.
Yep.
Somebody should have told us, we never knew. So now you receive the best sword in the game.
So my attack power goes from 22 to 103.
Unfortunately, our defense
Is still garbage.
is not there. So the Snuffleupagus Sesame Street enemies that we're seeing right now give massive amounts of experience. They also drop something that we need, and this is the full inventory, and hopefully it'll go well or not go well, so that we can show you how this full inventory glitch works. And how that works is Snuffy drops an item or the Aegis shield. If you have a full inventory and it tries to give you the item, it'll just say you can't carry anymore.
I think the important point to make is that the contents of the chest are not determined when the chest is first dropped. You know, is it the Aegis shield or is
Yes.
it the item? It's determined each time you try to open the chest.
So if you try to open it and it's an item, it'll just
Death.
say it'll just say can't carry. But the chest stays, so you can keep trying to open it over and over and over again until you get the Aegis shield. So you're guaranteed an Aegis shield if you have full inventory. So he's at level 15, and we are going to go to level
Death.
Let's not go to level death. That doesn't sound good.
We're going to take it to level 23, although you must be level 22, and you're going to see why. It's all for one moment.
Hitboxes in this game. Oh.
Oh! Every time you hear the tink, the game has decided that the enemy is invulnerable. So it's not even hitboxes, there's RNG on if you even hit them.
Yeah. Surprised we haven't gotten a single treasure chest drop from the Snuffies yet.
Yeah, that's weird. Perfect. Oh. So there you saw a sleep lasting all of 2 seconds. I still, at like 43, I still don't think you can even take one shot here.
Oh, one shot.
One shot.
I
Mike.
can take one shot, we've determined. There's a Snuffleupagus on a mountaintop. It's a mountain Snuffleupagus. Oh! I'm really surprised I haven't seen a treasure drop yet. This is marathon luck on their treasure drops.
Yes. And the save reload here is merely just to reload the enemies.
Death. What? Jesus. Death.
Oh, Snuffy.
And I was 1 kill away from the level, too. But still no treasure drops.
You still only take 1 hit.
I know.
Wow. Oh, convenient. Here we go. So that's, you see, you just keep opening it over and over until you're guaranteed the Aegis Shield. So,
Yeah, and that
That's
was
part
because I
one.
had the full inventory.
and there's 2 different inventories. So you have your items and then you have your equipment. So you have all the room to get the Aegis Shield. And you can actually get multiple, can't you?
Yeah,
Um,
until you fill your equipment inventory, and then you're in real trouble. So I actually don't want another Aegis Shield. It's quite useless to me.
we're just gonna keep grinding until we get to
23.
23.
Yeah,
Normally, if you were doing like a serious run attempt, you would take it to 22 because that's the bare minimum. But boy, is it not safe. It's risky. So Proxima is just gonna take 1 level extra.
Yeah,
And-
just for marathon safety.
Yep, just the buffer. Well,
Now I'm getting nothing but treasure
Yeah.
chests. What is that out of the last?
jeez. You know, I was gonna make the $10 bet with you too, and man, am I glad I didn't.
What, $10 a death?
$10 a death, and
You would be crazy to do that for FFA.
I know. I thought twice about it. You know, the last run Gamer did that I watched right through. And that's before Jin Skip came around, and I think he had 2 deaths.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have let you watch my practice so you could learn the commentary, eh? Should have just said, like, oh, maybe I'll die once or twice.
Might die once or twice.
Yeah.
I know.
You would have been perfect spot on if you just
So all this grinding is necessary for when we, like, unfortunately we've wrong warped past the point that we need to be. So we have to actually go back. And when you go back, because you're going the wrong way, you're going to load onto a screen right where the dragon zombie is, and you're instantly going to take 1 hit.
Yeah,
And
which
you-
I could survive right now at level 22. I could just survive it.
But it's risky because the girl's heal is essentially a regen spell and not a cure. It takes time for your HP to build back up, so you need a little bit more of a buffer.
Ow. I accidentally got a second most powerful shield. Second of the most powerful shield in the game.
Wow.
Thank you.
There we go.
There we go. Alright, time to move on.
So now, the fun part. And an enemy that may possibly be a bigger jerk than birds.
Whack.
But bang, there's your
All that